Hello my friends, and welcome back to the rabbit hole, and welcome to my video series covering the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty for Spring 2023. Some of you are probably returning to this channel. Hi and welcome back. If you are new, what I do with the 21 Days of Beauty is I cover everything that will be in the entire 3-week sale. This first video is going up early because I can, for once. Every other video will happen on Fridays, and what we're gonna do is cover everything that will be in the upcoming week. I love doing this series because I am a huge Ulta fan. I think Ulta is pretty much the best place to buy beauty products, at least in the West. Oh my gosh, I have tried so much that is in this upcoming sale. I would show you everything all at once, but this is it's just some of it. You see the mini fridge behind me. So much to talk about. As always, though, I just do this video to share my thoughts. Whether you agree with me or whether you disagree, please feel free to use the comment section to share your thoughts, your recommendations, your dislikes in this upcoming sale. In case you are new to the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, this is a 3-week-long event that starts March 12th. There will be a selection of items that are 50% off for 1 day only, and when they're gone, they're gone. This didn't used to be something that I felt I really needed to emphasize, but as the sale has grown in popularity, we actually do see a lot more products sell out now than we used to in the past. As always, for every day in the sale, I have a timestamp in case you are catching this video maybe halfway through the week and some items are already gone. You can just jump to those timestamps. I also have affiliate links in the description box below if you would like to help support the channel. And I think that's enough of an intro for this video. Are you ready to go ahead and get into the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, starting with Sunday, March 12th. We are starting with Tarte's Man-Eater Mascara. This is a product that I bought way back when it was a new product. I bought the full size of this, and I did like it. Honestly, it's pretty similar to the current mascara I'm using, so I'll go ahead and pull that out. The Give, sorry to mention this one again if you saw my speed reviews, but it's similar in that it has the spiky bristles, which I do personally prefer. It has a little bit of your spiky tip to it, and it makes for a mascara that is good for separation as well as volume, a little bit of lengthening. It's a good bold color. It's a little bit difficult to remove. And I will say that because the bristles are kind of on the shorter side, it still can clump. So you may want to use some kind of a lash comb or an additional mascara wand with it. But overall, I think it's pretty good. I don't think I'll personally purchase it again, but I did like it. And then we have Tarte's Face Tape, which I am wearing today. As usual, I'm wearing as much of these products as possible. This foundation, it took me by surprise this morning. It had been a while since I wore one of these kind of matte finishes, especially one that is higher coverage. I feel like it's been about 3 years of me wearing, in general, lighter coverage foundations, you know, more of the dewy finish. This was just so jarring to use today. I pumped out one pump on the back of my hand and I had spread just half of it across my face and was already going, oh, I forgot how different high coverage is. Jarring experience aside, I will say it's a nice formula. It's nice in that it does spread well. It doesn't do that, you know, kind of getting patchy in certain areas of your face. It does sink into lines and texture just a little bit because it is higher coverage, but it's really not bad. I've always thought that Tarte is actually pretty good at foundations. They're good at, you know, just making them high quality. The shade range is good. I wear Fair Light Sand. I do like that it comes in a pump. It's overall good. It's again, a big difference in terms of preferences, although I do have a sneaking suspicion that matte is probably about to come back on trend. Not that you have to follow the trends, in fact, you know, do what works for your face. But if anybody has been missing the matte foundations, I've noticed that a lot of the newer releases are matte or at least soft matte. Bottom line, good, but definitely matte and definitely high coverage. And then we have some Peach and Lily products. Oh, I love the Peach and Lily brand. So we'll start with the Matcha Pudding Antioxidant Cream. Will be $21.50 in the sale. I no longer have this product, although I did try it. What I will tell you is is that this is definitely one of those thicker, more rich feeling moisturizers. If you have oily skin or if you don't like to feel your moisturizer, you will probably not like this one. Sadly, I also, with my slightly more difficult skin type, did find that this didn't work out super well for me. It does have some essential oil ingredients. Peach and Lily is a bit all over the place. Some of their products do have essential oils and others don't. No essential oils or fragrance. This one does have essential oils. But not everybody reacts to those ingredients, and if you're looking for a rich, elegant cream, it is a nice one. We also have the Power Cocktail Lactic Acid Repair Serum, which I do love. This is an AHA product. It is a 10% lactic acid product, so it is strong. It is something to, make sure you are using in a careful way so you don't overdo it. It has a nice lightweight texture. It sinks into your skin really well. It's very cosmetically elegant. And, I do think that it's another product where if you are looking to improve especially the issues of fine lines and texture, I think that's what lactic acid as an exfoliant is really good for. Because it's a little bit of a larger molecule, bigger than glycolic acid, not as big as PHA. So it kind of exfoliates kind of more in the middle of your skin, so to speak. I do have a video on that if you would like to see a little more. And then we have the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot. These will be $12.50. I broke out my soft ochre today. You can't really see it because I did put eyeshadow on over it. But the funny thing about paint pots, I remember this period of time where everybody was only ever talking about them as an eyeshadow base. The interesting thing is you really can wear these as an eyeshadow on their own. And I would actually have to say I do prefer it that way. I have other eyeshadow primers that I prefer to this, but yeah, it's actually, here's soft ochre again. It's actually quite a nice, just basic everyday eyeshadow. Whereas I feel like when I try to use that as an eyeshadow primer, it isn't the most flattering. It's a little bit too drying to then add powders on top of, at least for my eyelids. And then we have some items from Zitsticka, which I'm so glad I just recently did a haul with this brand. So let's talk about what will be 50% off. First up, the Killa Deep Access Patch. This is one of those microneedling patches. It does go a little bit of a step beyond. You get a wipe with these. The wipe contains tea tree oil, some alcohol, and some salicylic acid, and the patch itself does contain some salicylic acid and niacinamide as well as sodium hyaluronate. I do like these. I just kind of think they're expensive. I don't think you necessarily need to spend extra to get that swab with alcohol and tea tree oil. Which is why I personally prefer the Peach Slices brand, where you don't have to, look out for any 50% off. They're just always, are they still $9? I feel like I can never trust the prices that are in my head because of inflation. But anyway, I do know some people like the Killa, and it does appear in the 21 Days of Beauty pretty often. The Go Getter Surface Extraction Dots, these are your basic hydrocolloids. I thought about telling you all that COSRX pimple patches will be in this sale a little later, but like I did mention in the intro, I am slightly concerned the COSRX patches might sell out really quickly. They might. So these work. They are nice. They do get the job done. They're a little bit more expensive. If you really, really need pimple patches in this sale, it might be worth grabbing, just in case the COSRX sells out. Otherwise, again, keep in mind that Peach Slices does have some always affordable hydrocolloid patches. And then we have the Mega Shade SPF 50 Breakout Proof Sunscreen Serum. I'm so glad I bought this so I can tell you about the ingredients, because what is it with the Ulta website not listing out the active ingredients on sunscreens? This is so frustrating to me, as I have to be careful what sunscreen filters I use. So let me just tell you what is in this. It has 7.5% homosalate, 7.5% octinoxate, 5% octosalate, and 3% zinc oxide. Overall, I feel like as a blend of a hybrid chemical and mineral sunscreen, I feel like they chose pretty well. Zinc oxide at 3% will give you some UVA protection without adding too much of a white cast. I like octinoxate and octosalate. I think they are non-irritating chemical filters. So the only one of slight concern for me is homosalate. I am still to this very day not sure if that gets along with my skin or not. I did read through the reviews and I saw quite a few people saying that this product was causing them some irritation. And, you know, I can't help but think it could be the homosalate. It might not work for everybody, but again, I think it'll work for a lot of people. As you can see, it does blend out. I didn't use very much of it. And you know what? That's the problem. That's the other problem with this sunscreen. I don't like sunscreens that come in a dropper format. I feel like it is too easy to underapply them. So overall, I'm glad it's SPF 50. I think that is great. I think it is the best they could do with the filters that are allowed in the West, but it's not my absolute favorite. I do feel like my skin burns just a little bit when I apply it, again, because I'm not sure if homosalate works for me. Ultimately, if you're looking for an affordable sunscreen, my current picks for you would be the Good Molecules $12 sunscreen, or again, I really liked that Vichy that I just talked about. Last items for Sunday, It Brushes for Ulta Select products. Have we ever had tweezers in the 21 Days of Beauty? I don't feel like we have. So we have some Solid Brush Cleanser, Airbrush Essentials Brow Kit, and the Airbrush Essentials Slanted Tweezers. You know, I thought I bought these tweezers. I actually really thought I bought these, but I bought them because I saw so many good reviews. Now that I'm looking at this, it has a 2-star rating. Maybe these aren't the same ones that I had bought in the past. I'm looking at the reviews on these tweezers. Unfortunately, the tips don't touch completely, so they're useless for tweezing. How did y'all mess that up, It Cosmetics? Really? Is this true? Is this true? Because that would make for some terrible tweezers. Have you always wanted tweezers that you can't use for tweezing? Have we ever got the solution for you? We are moving on to Monday, March 13th, and we have the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream. You may have noticed that even though my channel is primarily skincare at this point, I'm really picky with what I recommend to you in the 21 Days of Beauty, and here's the simple explanation for why. I did try Elemis, I did have great results, I do think this is a good product. However, even in the sale, this will be $46.50 for 1 ounce of moisturizer. 1 ounce, that's it, 1 ounce. And listen, it's a beautiful moisturizer. Personally, again, I really like the ingredients, but it is very expensive, and with where I am with skincare, I've come to realize, and maybe this is just a me thing, but for me, I don't need to spend a lot on moisturizer. Maybe again because I do use sometimes very expensive toners, sometimes some expensive serums, and it just seems that by the time I get to the moisturizing step, what's most important is just to lock in everything that I've used. So while I really did like this moisturizer, this is the last one that I will buy. Also, when it comes to Elemis, there are all kinds of deals with this brand. In particular, on the Elemis website, they do a lot of, you know, buy any full-size item and get a trio of free gifts, and the free gifts can be really nice. So you can just buy something like a $30 cleanser and you get $100 worth of gifts. So that is what I like to do with Elemis. Again, I do think it's nice. If you love the Elemis brand, this is a good time to buy it, but I personally will not repurchase that product. Urban Decay Cosmetics Vice Hydrating Lipstick. I have not tried this, and it is so wild for me to think that I haven't tried this, because I remember Urban Decay being such an appealing, huge brand where we were so excited about every launch, and it just, they just lost that magic over the years. I don't know why. I cannot tell you what happened, but it's just a brand that I haven't felt too excited about. All that said, these are Vice hydrating lipsticks. Urban Decay does do lipsticks really well, and hydrating sounds up my alley these days. So I'm tempted. If any of you have tried these, this is definitely where to leave a comment. Let us know. Are these worth getting? They will be $10.50 in the sale. That's a good price point. I just sadly have not tried them, nor have I tried the next item, which is REM Beauty Midnight Shadows Eyeshadow Palette. These look cute, but there's something about them that reminds me a lot of Rare Beauty. Not to say it's a dupe at all, but it's just similar in, I guess, in size and in what they're doing to what Rare... It might actually just be that this was trendy the last couple of years, the smaller eyeshadow palettes, as opposed to the big, remember the Morphe, what was that one called? 350? 350. Ugh. I haven't personally felt too interested in REM. I do like the price point. These will be $12 in the sale, so again, it's another one where if you've tried it, let us know. Now I can talk about the Lancome La Base Pro Oil-Free Longwear Makeup Primer. This one is always comedic to me. I think it is hilarious that it's just silicones. Seriously, check the ingredients. It's just silicones. That's what it is. And you know, silicones do make a nice primer. I just don't feel you need to spend, how much will this be on sale? $21. I don't feel you need to spend that on this. It is nice packaging. The packaging is luxurious. Lancome is good at that, but it feels like too much of a disconnect for me personally to look at those ingredients and think that's a $42 product. And then we do have a skincare product that I actually do quite like. The Kinship Bright Wave Vitamin C Eye Cream will be $17 in this sale. This is a little bit of a different eye cream. It is using vitamin C, that THD ascorbate form, which is not as well studied, but is a much more stable form. It also has a little bit of a tint to it, and I think that's mostly because this is using ingredients like sea buckthorn. Again, we recently talked about this. The Live Tinted sunscreen also has an orange tint because of the sea buckthorn ingredients. It is really thick though. You have to be careful to use only a small amount of this. But I like the fact that in saying that, that also means it'll last you a long time. I love K-Beauty. You may have gathered that on this channel. I think K-Beauty eye creams are so worth it, but there is one exception, and that is these kind of more brightening eye creams for daytime use, for under makeup. I actually do like Western options. Tuesday, March 14th, we have the Dermablend setting powders, and again, like I was saying with the Lancome primer, ingredients list. You've got to click on the ingredients list. You've got to look at what this contains. Especially the untinted one here. The ingredients list is, get ready for it, talc. That's it. That's it. But you know, again, a lot of people really do love this, and I feel like it's kind of a testament to how what's important with setting powders isn't as much the ingredients, obviously, as it is how finely milled those ingredients are. Dermablend smashes the absolute heck out of talc so that it is very tiny pieces and it applies nicely. Now again, I know not everybody wants to use talc. I'm not gonna go off on that in this video, but just so you know, that's what this product contains. And then we have the Nude Sticks Nudies Glow Matte Luxe and Bronze and Glow. Nude Sticks has just always been another brand for me where I see them and I just, again, have never felt the full appeal. I've never been like, wow, I need to try this brand. They've just always been another one of those brands that exists, and yet for some reason, they've never called to me. I've never felt the need to buy these. Again, feel free to comment if you have tried these. And then we have another one of these where you're gonna wanna click on it and see what's in here. This is called Conscious Beauty. Again, I'm always slightly concerned about having conscious products on my shelves. Are they happy with the temperatures in the house? Are they happy? I joke, this says it is select cruelty-free products, and there are a few here that I do, actually there's quite a few that I have experience with again. Let's just kind of quickly go over what I've tried before but no longer have. The Teami Blends Green Tea Blend Detox Mask. It's fine, it's a clay mask. I think it's a little expensive for what it is and a little drying, but it is a clay mask if that's something you're looking for. Patchology Rosé Hydrating Eye Gels and their Night Eye Gels. Personally, I prefer the sticky types of patches as opposed to the gel style, but some people do like these. The Korres Wild Rose Night Brightening Sleeping Facial. I have not tried that one, so comment if you have. And then for a few products that I still do own, Beekman 1802 Milk Primer SPF 35. I have a video talking all about this. I don't hate this. I think it's okay as a mineral sunscreen, but what you really do have to know with this is that it is a silicone-free product, and so you will want to make sure you are pairing it with a silicone-free moisturizer. If you are like me and tend to prefer the way that a moisturizer with silicone spreads, then you're not going to want to pair this with that, or you will deal with all the pilling. It will be, you know, quite an experience. But otherwise, if you pair it with the right moisturizers that it likes, it's fine. Still expensive, so I would again say, if you want a mineral option, the Good Molecules sunscreen is $12 and it's really good. But I have to confess, my favorite item of this week, if not this entire sale, is also on this day. And it is this Youthforia pregame primer. I bought this back in the Cyber Monday sales. I never expected this to be 50% off. Oh my gosh, I love this. Again, I'm looking at this and the back says right on it, made in Korea. That is interesting. I feel like every time I love a product, lo and behold, it's Korean. Even if I didn't initially know that, by the way, this is also Korean. I love K-beauty and K-fashion even. Let me tell you why I like this primer so much. This is a very occlusive primer. I don't think this is going to be for everybody, but I think this is specifically going to be for people with dry skin, and especially if your skin leans towards being a little bit more irritated, if you're irritation prone, if you deal with acne. I think you will love this. It really, really effectively locks in moisture into your skin. And I feel like for as much as we talk about, certain issues of skincare, issues like acne or anti-aging, one of the biggest obstacles for us to overcome is locking in moisture, preventing water loss, preventing TEWL. Oh, how good this primer is for that. Let me go ahead and show you. It's a pump system here, and it does have a little bit of a tint to it. Can you see that it is a beautiful texture, but it also, you see that amount of glow it has? That's because it is such a nourishing primer. It does have some scent ingredients to it, but it doesn't have a lot of smell to it. Actually, it kind of smells like a pool float. Or maybe, does anyone remember those inflatable chairs that we all had in the early 2000s? Kind of smells like those inflatable chairs. That was a time. Why did we think that was cute? Why did we think that? Again, you do feel it on your skin, but that is that nourishing factor that I'm talking about. So it may not be for everybody, but I absolutely love that primer. We have the Elizabeth Arden Ceramide capsules finally, which again, these were the only ones that weren't included in the Love Your Skin event. I like these products. I think they are really great for travel because what you do is you pull out one of these, you crack it open and you apply it to your skin. And the nice thing is you do not have any liquid bottles to worry about in your travel bag. You do not have glass to worry about. This is actually thick plastic. The only thing is I don't think this is worth buying if you're not going to travel a lot. I bought this thinking I was going to travel a ton, and I never reach for these when I'm home because why would I? They're perfect for travel. At home, it's just kind of like, well, I don't need to use that. I will say these feel a little oily, so again, I do feel like these are more for dry skin types, but again, if you have dry skin and you travel a lot, how many of you have dealt with broken skincare in your luggage? Ugh. The worst. It is the worst. It is heartbreaking. Double breakage. You got a broken heart and a broken bottle. Moving along to Wednesday, March 15th. Why did the Ulta website take the day of the week off? It makes it so much harder. I have to sit here and count the days we're on. Anyway, March 15th. First up, we have the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Liner. It's nice. It's a felt tip eyeliner. It does draw a nice line, nice rich color. It's nice overall. Honestly, I, again, maybe unsurprisingly, kind of switched to Korean makeup here. Hold on, let me grab my most recent purchase. I just got this one from Yes Style recently. This is the Giverny Milchak Pin Liner. It's the same thing. Again, a felt tip liner. It works just as well, and this was actually free. It was actually free with my last Yes Style order. I bought a Giverny brow pencil for $8 and got this free. And that's why I don't really buy too many more of these eyeliners that show up in the 21 Days of Beauty. Anyway, I'm kind of going off. This is about the 21 Days of Beauty, I swear. Let's move on to the next product, the Murad Targeted Wrinkle Corrector. I actually did receive this in PR. Almost everything else in this video I bought, but I did get this in PR. Here's what I'm going to say about this. So this is another product that is similar to, remember when that Peter Thomas Roth Instant Firm Eye product, or Instant Firm product rather, was really trending? Someone posted a TikTok video where you could see it just kind of instantly work. This is doing something very similar to that. It will give you instant plumping of your skin by delivering a lot of rich humectants. There's pros and cons though, because it is a temporary effect, and it's an effect that I feel is kind of hard to pair with makeup. It can work sometimes, and then with other products, it doesn't work at all. I like that Murad actually added in a little bit of argireline so that it's not just a temporary product, or at least that's their claim. You know, you put this on your forehead, right? If you have any forehead lines, and it will instantly plump them out. And then argireline, which is similar to Botox, over time will help with, you know, just having less motion, so less, what are those lines called? Movement, dynamic lines. The tip is also, it's also nice. You kind of squeeze out a little bit of this product, and then you can use the other side and smoosh it into place. That's the technical term, yes. But honestly, at the end of the day, I do find these products to be expensive for what they are. I mean, again, it's 50% off. It'll be 40 in the sale. I think if you are really looking for something to just give you instant results, maybe for a special event, it could be worth it. Just make sure you know, play around with what makeup works with it. It's hard for me to recommend though, because I do feel that consistency in your skincare routine goes so much farther than sporadically applying something like this. You know, again, you can use the Ordinary's multi-peptide serum to get your peptides that'll give you the same kind of results. But again, some people are looking for instant gratification. So I see the appeal. Personally, I would not repurchase this. Moving on, the Flawless by Finishing Touch Mini Fridge is back. You can see mine in the background. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that because the reality with skincare fridges is they are super optional. For a while, it was kind of too trendy and it became, you know, it has somewhat of a stigma now, I feel. I like my mini fridges. I like to put my eye creams in them. I like to put my vitamin C serums in them, but they're optional. They're definitely optional. But if you do want more info about this one, I will link you my video all about this fridge that I bought in a past 21 Days of Beauty sale. The Lorac Pro Eye Palettes are back in this sale. I used my Meraki palette today, which is really looking beat up at this point. I apologize, but I do absolutely love this palette. I love this palette in particular because there's all these mattes in here. And by the way, these are magnetic, so you can actually rearrange them if you so desire. But I love the mattes. I love the flow of the colors in them. Today's look is nothing but mattes, nothing but these mattes. And what I find so appealing about this is that you can take these mattes and you can kind of play with the effect of shadows. I find it so interesting that with color and with shadow, you can enhance your own eye shape. I just really like that. The shimmers are also nice in here. And this is an updated formula from, if you remember, the old Lorac. The old Pro palettes were a lot more powdery. This is an improvement for sure. There's other options this day. I know quite a few people like the Fairy Tale, the Noir, the Soleil. I have not tried those, and I probably won't buy them because I realized I have way too many eyeshadows for somebody who does not wear eyeshadow every day. But if you're looking for a nice, overall easy to use formula, this new formula from Lorac is excellent. And then finally, the Herborian BB Cream. I have never tried this because I've always worried that they don't have my shade with my kind of slightly gray-green light skin tone, but at the same time, I have seen so many people call this a holy grail that I am seriously tempted to pick up one of these on this day. If any of you love this product, please, again, please comment and let us know how the shades are. That's my biggest concern. Do they have a lot of flexibility? Because there's only 3 shades. But I know that can go different ways. I know that can, you know, be just enough of a tint that it kind of corrects any skin tone imperfections, evens the skin tone is what I'm trying to say, without adding too much color that it limits who can wear it. So yes, please comment. I am begging you to comment. I need to know if I need to buy this. Moving right along to Thursday, March 16th, we have the Strivectin Super C Retinol Brighten and Correct Vitamin C Serum. Again, if you are using vitamin C derivatives, you can absolutely combine those with retinol. For me personally, I like my skincare routine as it is, so I have no interest in buying this. I use adapalene basically every other night, and I use vitamin C derivatives, sodium ascorbyl phosphate, during the day, which works for me. If you are looking to combine both of those into one step, you might like this Strivectin product. What's the price point? $36? That's not too bad. Strivectin does get a little pricey, but that's not too bad. Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme and Maximum Plump Lip Plumpers. I do not own these. I've tried them in the past. I thought they were a little bit too intense. I'm actually wearing the Makeup by Mario option today. Which one? Hold on. Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum. I am so glad I'm nearsighted. So glad. In Rose Glow. But I know some people like these, and do you all know that Jared is gone from Too Faced? He finally stepped down. Ceravital HGH Dietary Supplement, because it would not be an Ulta sale without this. As always, I feel like there is pretty minimal research into this. Some people seem to enjoy it, but I don't think the evidence is quite there yet to justify sticking with this supplement. That's my opinion. You can always comment if you have tried it, as I haven't. Now, I have to confess to you, this next item has me pretty tempted. Look at how beautiful this palette is. Iconic London. I don't know where this brand came from. I feel like I remember them being in Ipsy, BoxyCharm years ago. Well, now they're at Ulta, and their products are visually beautiful. Just look, this looks so pretty. I'm very tempted. I will tell you though, I have all kinds of these multi-use contour palettes, and here's the thing. You could say multi-use all you want, but what really happens for most of us, unless you are in fact a makeup artist, is you find one shade in these palettes. One, and you use that one shade. But then again, it'll be 50% off, $24.50. If one of those shades works, is it worth it? Potentially. I mean, that's about the cost of a contour shade, right? Anyway, I'm super tempted. Someone comment, let me know how that is. It's so beautiful. And then 50% off About Face Matte Lip and Matte Lip Pencils. I am so excited about this. I recently shared the About Face, this one that I bought, the Lip Butter. The only thing is I probably won't buy the matte lipstick. I don't wear matte lipsticks anymore, but I might grab those lip pencils. These will be $6 to $8 in the sale. What? Oh, I am so excited that there are super affordable options in the 21 Days of Beauty. I feel like this event used to only ever be the high-end products, and we're seeing these, honestly, these are celebrity brands. About Face is in the sale. We had REM. These are more affordable brands that will be 50% off. This is less than drugstore pricing with the sale. Again, I have not personally tried these, but I am expanding my About Face collection, waiting on some of the eyeshadows to arrive. So comment if you've tried these, comment how they are. Are they worth it? $6 to $8. I can't get over it. Friday, March 17th, happy St. Patrick's Day. Yes, St. Patrick's Day. We have a surprise steal from Dermalogica. I hate surprise steals because I can't plan for them, and I feel like I always forget to check what they are that day. 50% off the Clarins Double Serum. This will be $45. I know this is a product that a lot of people really, really like. For me, I just don't feel, again, I don't feel the need to purchase this anymore. I do like it. I like that it has, it's basically a serum with an oil phase. So you're getting both your hydrating properties and your emollient properties in one product. But of course, you can also add in a little bit of oil yourself into either a serum or a moisturizer. So for me, I've personally moved on from this product myself, but again, a lot of people do like it. I feel like I gotta add something though. This will be the exact same price in this sale as an upcoming sale. Stay tuned for Friday's video for a serum that I personally think just does so much more. It does so much more. I do have a sponsored video coming this Friday. It's sponsorship week on this channel. It's so funny how this happens. I will go months and months without a sponsorship, and then it's just practically back to back. But I love the brand. I was so happy they want to work with me, and it is for a sale. So stay tuned. Do not miss Friday's video if you are looking for amazing anti-aging Korean beauty products. We have the Lancome La Vie est Belle Eau de Parfum. So what's nice is you actually have quite a few options. You can buy the rollerball, the little mini size, or the full size. I like this fragrance. I always get compliments when I wear it. The funny thing for me with Lancome fragrances is I do think they make them to be very appealing for other people. If you are somebody who wants to, you know, get compliments from the fragrance you're wearing, you'll like Lancome. But also, if I'm being totally honest with you, I don't grab this as much as you might think. I know it's a people pleaser, but it's not my absolute favorite, which just kind of describes my experience with Lancome fragrances. Yes, others love them, but they're not my favorites. We have a back-to-back of brands that I no longer support, so we'll move through these quickly. Oh, for Cosmetics highlighters, those are very intense. I have not even worn highlighter for a couple of years at this point. Very intense. Then the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear and Tinted Brow Gels. Listen, I'm never going to be somebody to really talk about brow products, so again, feel free to comment if you have used that product. And our final day for the first week, March 18th, we have the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer. It is so exciting to see Fenty in this sale. Can you wait until the day where we start seeing Natasha Denona 50% off in the 21 Days of Beauty? I can't wait. I'm really excited. I have tried this concealer. I will say I didn't love it. It's another one of those products that just feels like it's made for oily skin, which I sort of feel is Fenty. I really feel Fenty is a wonderful brand for their shade range, but if you have oily skin, you're probably gonna love them a lot more than if you have dry skin. Again though, fantastic shade range. If you've been struggling to find a good match, you may find it from Fenty. It's just a little bit of a drying concealer. We have the Clinique Dramatically Different. Fun fact for you, this was the first moisturizer I ever bought. With my own money, I walked into, I think Dillard's, which is a good way of saying I live in the South. And I bought myself the Clinique Dramatically Different way back. What's interesting about this is that in some ways it was really ahead of its time. It is a fully fragrance-free moisturizer. It's a big size too. You know, honestly, $16.25 for 4.2 fluid ounces of moisturizer. That's an amazing price point. It does have a little bit of a unscented smell. I've seen people describe this as smelling like leather, and it's not wrong. It's not wrong. I know not everybody likes the ingredients. It does have some mineral oil, but I think it gets the job done. I do think it gets the job done. It is not my absolute favorite moisturizer, but it gets the job done. The gel is more for the oily skin types and the lotion for dry skin. And I'm excited about this one. The Benefit Cosmetics Wonderful World Silky Soft Powder Blushes are 50% off in this sale. So I bought a few of these when they came out with the new version. I bought Shellie. That's what I'm wearing today. I thought these had a scent to them. If they were, it's completely worn off in mine. And I also bought Butterfly, which I received broken, so I won't be able to hold this up for you, but I can do a quick swatch. Butterfly is an orange blush. It's really fun. To be honest with you, it is not super flattering on my skin tone. Not super flattering, but you know, it's okay to wear makeup for reasons other than looking pretty. It's okay to wear makeup for fun. Anyway, I like Benefit blushes. They are more buildable, so it's hard to overdo them, even the orange one. Even the orange one you'll have to build up. I think they're easy to work with. I think they're well done. They're powders. Some people aren't looking for powder blush, but if you are, I think they're well done. IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream Moisturizer. This has been reformulated, and it's been reformulated in the way that appeals to me. The old Confidence in a Cream used to have this really long ingredients list, and the problem with long ingredients lists, especially for people like me that have a reactive skin type, is that, you know, if you have an allergy to one of those ingredients, you could break out from it, you could experience irritation from it. IT Cosmetics has reformulated. It is much more of a to-the-point formula. I'm interested in retrying it. I don't think I'm going to pick it up in this sale. I'll wait till I get, you know, a sample from Ulta, but it looks like a nice formula. It actually looks like a nice formula. We have a first-time steal here that is pretty darn exciting. The NuFace Mini Plus Facial Toning Microcurrent Kit. I am super tempted. I'm super tempted to grab this. I absolutely do not need this, but I was looking at their description of this, and it sounds to me like the new NuFace, the Mini here, the Mini Plus, it sounds like they're doing something very similar to the Zip. They're saying that it targets different levels of your skin, which is exactly what Zip says with their, you know, microcurrent plus nanocurrent. It also says it's app controlled, which I don't love, but I will put up with if it truly is next level. And you know, the biggest appeal, the zip is almost $500. In the sale, this will be $122.50. The only thing is it would really be redundant for me to buy this as I have so many microcurrent devices already. Again, I don't need it, and that's the painful part, but I run a channel and I want to, you know, if there is an option that exists that is, even at regular price, $245 versus $500, if it's similar enough, I want to be able to tell you that. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. And our very last item for week number 1 is Beauty Blender's Bubble, which I've actually bought this before. Beauty Blender is a great sponge. I don't personally buy it anymore because I think the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge is close enough for me. And also because I do have acne-prone skin and these are $20 sponges, I try to stretch them out too long. Do you know what I mean? I try to keep this $20 sponge going beyond the period of time in which I should use it. I should throw it out. But I don't want to because it was $20. Whereas with the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge, I can handle throwing it away when the time comes. You know what I'm saying? And my friends, that brings us to the end of week number 1. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you're going to be picking up. Do you have a wish list for this week? Are you skipping this week? As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you all next time.